And this is a fir tree that we got, Steve did actually, from the Bush administration at a Christmas party, I think. And it's going to come with us to Michigan. We hope it'll thrive. We hope the new owners will use the vegetable garden, plant something. I had a lot of fun with it. That's a pussy willow. Gets kind of ugly in the summer. Let's see if you can see all these sweet gum balls. I raked a bunch this morning. That's something I'm not going to miss. Over here are some pretty little azalea bushes. And in fact, this middle one, I believe, was the one that I had on my dining room table one Easter. They're pretty in the spring. Flowering quince, pretty when it blooms. The new fence and the new cedar we put in. Heat pump is on, maybe I should talk a little louder. The great hemlock hedge. It's been wonderful. Great privacy, and birds love to stay in there in the winter. All this pachysandra I transplanted. Bay window that we put in. Scott, do you remember when right about there was home plate for your wiffle ball league? Great fun there. And this ballwist. Jeff G's got stung by bees that were in some sod mounded up there. The kids used to play there and think it was the deep woods. Pause it a minute. Here's the other angle. I'm really sorry I didn't think to do this when things were pretty. I certainly had enough time. Let it go till the last minute. There's the great wood holder Dad made. Bluebird house that we never had any bluebirds in, but we've had plenty of families of birds. Sparrows, tufted titmice. They've been nice. Ah, the storm sewer where many a tennis ball and wiffle ball and even, I think, lacrosse ball was swallowed. Speaking of lacrosse balls, let's see if I can pick up any of these. That's a real nice white azalea. Any of these great dents here in the siding. I think if you look carefully, you can see some of them. The great focus. Lacrosse ball dents. Luckily, nobody ever asked us about those. A little peek in the screen porch. My favorite room in the whole house. I'll just come around this side. A peek. That's such a pretty flower bed in the spring. We'll look in the porch a minute before we go inside. This is, unfortunately, the winter view of the screen porch, where we've had so many nice family dinners out here. And Steve, where you and I would sit on a Sunday morning with the paper and some coffee and listen to the birds. It's been the best, just the best. Best thing ever that we did for this house. Now I'm going to miss it. I hope we can build something like it in Michigan. the Branskys. Can't see it in the summer, but you can see it now. And we'll go in. This is our new garden bed. We had a lot of fun planting it. Doesn't look like much now, all these new plantings, but it really is nice. Chris and Scott helped build the berm here. Wonderful berm. Hell of a berm. Our bench is going to go with us, and the planters. And we'll go in. And obviously, this is the foyer. Look in the living room. I have to change the battery. Wait for me. Were we? New battery. This is the living room. This great table that came from an auction in New Hampshire of a farmhouse, neighbors of Steve's when he was a boy. I love it. The great cornices that he built, Steve. You did a good job, honey. Chairs that used to be orange, but now we like a much better green. This camera seems to be squeaking again. These beautiful, beautiful bookcases. Again, kudos to you, Steve. I've loved them. They've been terrific storage and very, very handsome addition to the room. The couch we're going to change. Chest that came from Aunt Helen and Uncle Paul's attic. And some more really nice old things on the wall, which of course are going to go with us. We've been very lucky that God did bless our home, and hope that He will again. Grandpa's carvings. And who is this? I don't know, but she's awful cute. Look up here. What a hunk. Oh, be still my heart. We'll go across to the dining room, past the grandfather clock that, again, handy-dandy Steve assembled. It's not chiming right now. This nice Van Gogh copy that Joanne Farrar did, which is beautiful and we love. I'll just turn around a moment and show you the little foyer table I'm very fond of. A mirror. And on into the dining room. Light on. corner cupboards. I love them. They don't hold a whole lot, but they sure are pretty in this room. And Steve built them from kits. This is our new wallpaper. I think it's very nice. Great old cherry table from Grandma Avery. That's going with us, of course. Let me back up a little bit and give you the whole idea. So, this is the dining room, right, Scott? You cracked me up when you said that. We didn't eat there a whole lot, but when we did, we always had a good time, and it was usually a special and festive occasion. Birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, special times. I'll walk across here and show two relatively new additions. This plate belonged to my grandmother, May Kern, and used to hang at the top of the stairs in her house, and then hung in the dining room at Mom and Dad's at 39 Tudor in Scarsdale. I'm very proud and happy to have it in our dining room, and it'll certainly go with us. And I'm not real sure of the history of this, except that I know, get on the side here, I know that I was told that it belonged to my dad's parents, my grandmother and grandfather on that side. And I'm proud also to have it in our dining room, and it of course will go with us also. And get a little closer. It's the Last Supper. And we'll go upstairs. I should hum or something so you don't hear my knees crack on the way up. Now this room used to be, of course, the guest room, but it's pretty bare bones right now because when Sheila left in June of this year to go live with some girls in a townhouse in Vienna, she took her bedroom furniture minus this desk and chair. And since it's winter, I put the plants in here that were outdoors, and hopefully we'll take some of them to Michigan with us. Sorted stuff we're going to take. So there's really nothing in this room now. Sewing machine table, of course, will go with us, usually out on the porch in the summer. And we'll look in, let's see, Scott's room next. Pretty neat bathroom, huh, kids? That's what happens when you don't leave your towels and things around. Usually, right, Scott? Right about there would be your radio. Because God knows you can't take a shower without the sounds. So, Scott, your room. Looking the way it did when you left to go back to school. I'll close your closet doors. I haven't disassembled anything since you took back with you what you needed and labeled your drawers for what you wanted. It'll all be packed up, transported to Michigan, and reassembled for your viewing pleasure and for your visits, which I hope will be many. And we'll do Sheila's room. I wish I had taken pictures of your room when it was really still your room before you took all your furniture out, but of course it didn't occur to me. And now this is your room, only with the guest room furniture in it. The beds, remember they used to be yellow, ugh, in the other room, but we stripped them and stained them. They look real nice. Same color as when you were in here, honey. Same curtains. We have to back around here a second. And there's the wall. Whoops. The wall where you used to have your bulletin board, the whole wall full of pictures. Most of them were of Duran Duran. And that's also right about there, I think, is where, when you had your hanging bar for your scoliosis, you took a nice swing and managed to put your knees through the wall. Remember that? We just slapped up another bulletin board over it. And your father did a really good repair, because you can hardly tell. In fact, you really can't tell. The camera doesn't like to focus on a blank wall. You can't tell that anybody ever went through there. And then here, into the master bedroom. It's a rather improbable shade of cantaloupe. Not an in color these days. But I always thought it was rather warm and nice, and I liked it. However, we have an all-new bedroom ensemble for the new house. Same furniture. And our new house eventually is going to have a fireplace in the bedroom, which I think is pretty neat. Our two big closets and our little tiny bathroom. Close the doors if we're going to come in and look around. That medicine chest is an antique, and that's going to come with us. And that's it. Not much to look at. No skylights, no jacuzzi. No windows, so we never had to worry about anybody peeking at us. I've enjoyed this bedroom. Nice and bright, airy, pleasant. Very nice. We have an attic up there, but we never stored anything in it. And we'll look at the rest of the house. So, here's the family room. A great bay window that we took out the original sliding glass doors here and put in this nice bay. Makes the room look bigger and brighter. A little extra seating if you have a crowd. A lot of great fires there. Got that extra VCR up here to copy a tape. The shelf Grandpa Hitchcock made for us for a wedding present. Look at this great thing. I'm so proud of this. What a wonderful gift for those who can't read it, and if anybody sees this besides you kids who gave it to us. Can you read? Happy 25th anniversary, Mom and Dad. Let's see if I can get this horse out of the way. December 28th, 1993. Friends are welcome. And Sheila did all that needlework herself. Worked hard on it. It was for our new house, and they both chipped in for the beautiful frame and had it engraved. It's great. I love it. It's going to bring us all kinds of good fortune in our new house. So Sheila, the piano. How you and Lenny Seidel sat there all those hours And now it's going to your house in Vienna. You earned it. Scott, I loved hearing you sit there and play your music. I wish there was some way you could have a piano too. Maybe someday you'll get an electric one or a keyboard or something so you'll keep up your love of playing piano music. This is something Dad and I bought at a craft fair, and I thought it made a lot of sense to us. I feel real lucky that I've had you kids and you, Steve, beside me all these years. My favorite chair. This great bench table that Press made for us. Needless to say, this is where we've spent most of our time, and we had a lot of fun here, didn't we, kids? Oh, the furniture has changed, and we sure have changed. But this has been our little, I guess, our little hub of activity in here. So we'll move on. Actually, our way into the kitchen is now going to be on another day. But I did want to start with this. Scott, you might remember this is where we measured how tall you were. And if we get up real close, you can probably still see some of the, see how close I can get, some of the dates and marks of how tall you were. I don't know if some of the new people are going to be thrilled with that, but they can wash it off and fill it up. The old kitchen. A lot of meals were fixed here. A lot of meals were eaten there. The old fruit bowl. How many times has that fallen off and been re-glued? That'll be with us in Michigan. Nice desk area. Accumulates its share of junk. Pantry. New kitchen will have new white appliances, no more of this dated 70s yellow appliances. Great high boy. And through here, your old playroom doesn't look like the playroom anymore like it did when you were little. Now Dad's office or den. And it's got some furniture from Tudor Lane here, ready to move with us. Remember when you used to have this as your playroom? Little table and chairs and little black and white TV. Door to the garage. Great toy closet, sports closet. Back door. I remember when that jacket rack there was a little bit high for you. We'll take a peek at the laundry room, although there isn't much to see in here. You kids did learn how to do your own laundry. And you did a good job of it, too. I was proud of you. Don't have too much time, but I am going to go downstairs. Basement stairs. Past the photos, old family photos. Down here, let's see, right there is where your head, Scott, left that dent. Do you remember jumping down the stairs? You've actually left your permanent forehead mark in the ceiling. Almost knocked you out cold. A quick look at Dad's very messy workshop where now we're in the midst of cleaning up, disassembling tools, and packing out. Workbenches are going with us. Little rec room area. You had some parties, some fun, some movie watching down here. I remember. Storeroom. Hideaway, Scott. Junk. Most will go with us. Some good parties. Some fun times. Lots of fun doing it. And that's about the end of the tape. And it's about the end of the house. I hope someday when you look at these, you remember where you lived and grew up